Are you wondering why this Google engineer was just fired from his job for the anti-diversity memo that he put out? Well, in this video, we're going to talk about 5 myths that we're going to debunk in his claims right now. Hey 1% Nation, I'm Jake Voorhees, and you are watching episode 35 of the 1% Engineer Show, where we empower young engineers to rise to the top 1% of their career. Get career focused 1% Nation with my free giveaway, the 1% Engineer Kit, which is 5 ebooks, a resume template, and a cover letter template so you can crush it as you start your young career. Last week, this memo went public from a Google engineer who claims that we need to rebalance and rethink our diversity strategies in tech companies like Google because he's dissatisfied with certain stereotypes that exist right now, and he claims all of these things that are just absolutely false differences between men and women, basically claiming that men have these baked-in advantages in companies, in leadership, in thought processing, and things like this that are totally ridiculous. And I'm a feminist. I believe in the female initiatives. I believe in female empowerment, female movements, female leadership, particularly females in engineering, women in tech, and things like this. So this is a really important topic to me. I want to talk about my take on it and talk about the 5 ways, talk about the 5 reasons why these myths are ridiculous, all backed by scientific research that I'm going to talk about today based on an article from Fast Company. So thank you for that research, guys. But let's jump right into it. And these are the 5 myths I'm going to crush from this Google anti-diversity memo. 1. Men and women have different brain makeup. Nope, false. Based on research from the University of Kentucky, even pro neuroscientists can't even tell if a brain is a male or a female's. They examined 1,400 brains and only 3% of them show stereotypical traits of a male versus a female. So there's basically no way to tell. Our brains are indistinguishable from one another. 2. Women are naturally more social and empathetic, and men are naturally more systematic. False. According to the National Endowment for the Arts, 51% of artists today are women. It's hardly a majority. It's basically 50-50. And there are more women in this world than men. As you know, it's usually 51-52% women. So it makes perfect sense, doesn't it? Also, let's take a look at a study that HackerRank did examining how we perceive algorithms, how we can perform systematic code-like algorithm-based problems. In this survey, the top 15 countries of the top 20 that produce powerhouse female coders actually perform far above average with algorithm completion, problem solving, systematic thinking, and things like this. So again, another myth is totally false. Myth number 3, women are not as assertive as men, and he claims that this is why they don't get paid as much. Wrong. Lots of studies show that men have trouble negotiating and advocating for higher pay as well, and nor are they very good at it. And this is why a lot of companies push for salary transparency. DDI did a study with 1,500 participants, and this study found that men and women score equally when it comes to driving businesses, having businesses be successful, being a leader in business. Myth number 4, women are not as competitive and more neurotic than men. The Google engineer is claiming that women are too stressed out, don't deal with pressure as well, so therefore they don't have the ability to lead companies. Wrong. In fact, a study by the platform called Fatherly highly contradicts this. It actually shows that plenty of men would be willing to stay home if they had the ability to live a lesser stressed, lesser pressured lifestyle and be a stay-at-home dad. It concludes that men find work-life balance to be more stress-filled than saving for college for their kids or career advancement pressures. And myth number 5, the more that we strive for equality, the more that we notice the differences between men and women. Wrong. Google itself released a study showing that as they have become more progressive and push for diversity in the workplace, which is why this whole memo came out, because this engineer is opposing his own company's progressivism, it has showed that men and women have become more and more equal with the way they think, with their personality traits, indistinguishable from each other. If you live in an environment where you are more aware of balance and equality and diversity with gender roles, then you're going to open up the ability for a woman to speak up, to have a leadership position, and further breaking this gap between men and women. So those are the top reasons why his anti-diversity memo is crap. We just debunked 5 of the claims that he had. And again, this is a really, really important issue to me because I believe in every sort of progressive movement. I believe in racial equality, gender equality, and allow for any type of person in this world to do whatever they like based on meritocracy. It's not about what you look like. It's not about where you come from. It's not about what type of gender you are or religion you are. It's about, can you get things done? Can you accomplish your goals? Can you be a leader? If you can you do the right things and actually succeed in the workplace, succeed in your business, succeed in your college curriculum? It doesn't matter who you are or what you look like. If you can do it, then you can do it. And that's the most important thing. And we need to break these stereotypes down, guys. It's pretty ridiculous that we've had women's suffrage for decades and decades, and we still live in this world where they make significantly less than men. And the same goes for minorities. We don't have as many women or minorities in position of leadership in tech, in big Fortune 500 companies. So it starts with us, the young engineers, the young professionals of this world who want to totally throw out crap like this anti-diversity memo, guys. So I wanted to make this video to show what I believe in, to show support for the women engineers of this world. So you rock 1% Nation, you women engineers who are out there crushing it, out there breaking down the stereotypes in the STEM community. So keep being awesome. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please consider subscribing, because I make videos for young engineers on Wednesdays and Saturdays so you can crush it in your career and become a 1% engineer. Cheers!